Set nearly 1,000 years before the events in the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion and the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls Online lets you take part in the stories set within the compelling history and deep lore of the Elder Scrolls franchise. Designed to be played exactly the way you want to play, you can start wherever you like, with no level restrictions. And no subscription required. This massive world is yours to explore. Alone or with friends. Choose a favorite location. Storyline and jump in. From the capital cities of the Three Alliances to the magical Somerset Isles. From the Khajiit territory of Elsewhere to Morrowind, the home of the Dark Elves. From frozen Skyrim in the north to the endless swamps of Blackmarsh, adventure is everywhere. Are you ready to forge your own legend? Options for creating and personalizing characters in the Elder Scrolls Online are almost without limit. Choose from 9 different character races, with a 10th ring available as an add-on. Select from 6 unique classes and customize them to fill exactly the role you want to play. Want to create a high elf sorcerer who wears heavy armor and wields dual daggers for close quarters combat? Why not? Or maybe a red guard dragon knight who prefers light armor and both. It's completely up to you. Earn skill points as you adventure across Tamriel to improve your character. Then master and customize your skills to match your style of play. As you explore the world, keep an eye out for sky shards. For every 3 of these rare crystals you collect, you have a bonus skill point to spend on your character. The in-game skill advisor provides recommendations on how to best spend your points at each level, based on the different roles available to your character. And you can always reset your skills and reallocate your points whenever you visit a major city. so you can build and play the exact character you imagine. Go anywhere, do anything. That's the freedom presented in the Elder Scrolls Online. The game scales your character to the content. So explore any dark cave or mysterious forest. That intrigues you. Adventure on your own, or with friends, even if those friends have wildly different levels or belong to different alliances. Dive into the rich and varied store content as a solo player, or join a group to take on the most dangerous dungeons and boss monsters in the world. During your character creation, select one of the 3 alliances competing for power in this era: the Daggerfall Covenant, the Ebonheart Pact, or the Old Mary Dominion. Each alliance features a unique and compelling storyline. Choice never precludes you from playing with friends of different alliances. The ESO Online is designed so you can travel anywhere at any time, no matter level or alliance. Tamriel is a dangerous place. When you can't sneak or talk your one feet, you have to fight. Elder Scrolls Online features an action-based combat system, reminiscent of the classic Elder Scrolls games. Use your skills, special abilities, and a combination of light and heavy attacks to defend yourself and your allies while you obliterate your foes. Unleash powerful synergy attacks when fighting as part of a group, and use block and dodge to reduce damage and avoid enemy attacks. If you prefer sneaking to direct combat, you can use stealth to evade detection, get around obstacles, or even set yourself up to unleash a potent surprise attack. Even the best solo player needs a little help now and then. Use the group and activity finder and the friends list to team up with other players for a dungeon or other adventure. The Elder Scrolls Online community is extremely welcoming to new players and invites them to join in. Our players go out of their way to help new players and show them the ins and outs of adventuring in Tamriel. This is especially evident within player guilds, a great way to meet others and develop lasting relationships that enhance your game. Join a guild to trade resources, tackle group content, or simply chat about the latest revelation of lore. There are also in-game guilds your character can join to receive new skill options and special rewards. The Fighters Guild, the Mages Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, and the Thieves Guild are all accessible through story content. And for a real challenge, join the Undaunted and earn a unique skill line and extra rewards for tackling group dungeons. Dungeons present some of the most difficult and dangerous content available in the Elder Scrolls Online. From the small dungeon delves that challenge solo players, to group dungeons that require 4 players to take on, to the ultimate 12-person trials. These strange and wondrous places offer amazing visuals, complex battles, and compelling opponents unlike anything else in the game. Once your character reaches 10th level and you have a better understanding of the game, The Elder Scrolls Online gives you the option to participate in a variety of player versus player, or PvP, content. Duels offer a more intimate PvP experience, where you can test your skills or try out a new character in one-on-one combat against another player. Battlegrounds present short, intense combat as 4-person teams take on 15-minute battles to earn achievements, experience, and special rewards. Alliance wars are large-scale battles where 3 alliances fight for control of the imperial capital of Cyrodiil. With siege weapons and massive armies, fight to capture and defend keeps and win the day. While you adventure and explore, don't forget to collect the valuable resources you find scattered throughout the world. These items can be used to craft weapons, armor, food, potions, and accessories that you can use to improve or further customize your character. Develop your skills in one or more professions and improve them by completing specialized crafting writs. The professions include alchemy, blacksmithing, enchanting, clothing, woodworking, visioning, and jewelry crafting. The Elder Scrolls Online provides players with the ability to own and personalize homes for their characters all across Tamriel. Homes can be acquired by completing quests, purchased through the Crown Store, or bought with in-game gold. Houses consist of single-room abodes to multi-chambered mansions. But nothing beats the opulence or grandeur of a manor house, complete with luxury accommodations for your character and up to 24 guests. Home ownership doesn't end there. Craft furnishings and accessories to personalize, improve, and decorate your home. There's never been a better moment to jump in and start the Elder Scrolls Online. With access to a multitude, the width and breadth of Tamriel, and the freedom to play wherever and however you like, it's time to begin your Elder Scrolls story.
Thanks a lot. Welcome to ESO News as we're trying to get this a little bit working better. Better. So where am I here? So I was looking over at the transmute station and how it can transmute over to the transmute over to getting the connection better. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna go on here and Elder Scrolls Online. Why is this going so slow though? Got lots of things going on here today. Hope you guys are enjoying your drive here today. Mount Buddy ready? Have you seen Mount Buddy yet? Hopefully you have. There's kind of a thing about. I'm kind of the one that gets the brunt of the crap, and it's very fragile. I'm fragile. And what? Stay with you saying stay with Mount Buddy? Oh, there's lots of things on. Wow, Mount Buddy. Oh, Mount Buddy. Oh, Mount Buddy. Our hero. Mountain Buddy. So cute. Hey, if you keep on messing with the system, you're looking to get fired. How do you like that, huh? Yeah, you don't like that, do you? You don't like hearing that you're going to get fired. If you keep on messing up, stick with Mountain Buddy. So we got some things going on here in the new patch for the server. We have a 9.3.5 server. I have to go over some of these things, and this gets a little bit more looking confusing. And so, how do you like the new pink aprons in Sky Oblivion? Mm-hmm. How do you like the pink aprons? Mm-hmm. How do you like the pink aprons? You think they're pretty cute? Huh? Maybe some people like the pink aprons. Do you like the pink aprons? Are you gonna keep the pink aprons? Mm-hmm. You're gonna keep the pink aprons? Okay. So this is the new some of the new aprons have come in. This is kind of frustrating. What I'm looking at. But this is the new aprons of the guards in all of ESO. You kind of understand what I'm saying. Where I'm going to go further in, and I'm going to start barking pretty soon. So just to let you know. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully, you guys are having a good drive. I will be right back and talk about the new aprons that have come in. Just got back in here. Hope you guys are having a good drive. How do you like them pink aprons? Those aren't pink aprons. Those are black now. Kind of sucks when you're doing things and then you're not told that those things are changing. These things have to be paid. I understand you have to pay. Yeah, you have to pay. I'm sure that was funny with the pink aprons, but they're black now, and those are cute. Those are cute. Oh yeah, they're cute. This is what they look like, kind of. I like pink aprons, huh? What do you think about how you're having to pay for the color right now? You gotta pay for the color. And if you're one of those who are like, "What? I don't have to pay for that." Yes, you do. You have to pay for the apron. You have to pay for the apron. Like, like a big old smiley guard. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh, yes. Yes, you do. So where did that where did that smiley pink go? Oh, now you're kind of getting it. All right, so that's a good thing. Those pink aprons were ugly. They really were. But the new coverings, those are looking good. But seriously, looking into further on and what we're talking about with the daily login rewards. Right now, currently, I have to talk about the issue going on inside of the system. Just of what I was talking about with the pink aprons turning over to black aprons. The coverings are important, but it's important for us to understand that these things have to be paid. You have to pay the channels. The channel, you have to pay for at least one channel. You are looking in this. You're like, why do I have to pay for that apron? But you got to pay for the color. So what's going on with the system? How are we going to be able to input the information in if we don't have the tools available to input the information? We're going to crap out of a creek, so to speak, if we don't get the computerized systems working. You see what I'm saying? Hopefully you do see what I'm saying. This is a very serious matter, as the new information has just come in where those that have actually uploaded these types of equipment inside of the game have uploaded 2,000 megabytes basically being uploaded into the system. That is a concern on how that is going to be paid. I wrote down before. That is why those of you laughing are going to pay, along with those of us who do pay. So you have to start helping out now. You see what writing does? Writing is good because I wrote that down just to tell Those of you, you got to pay for the system. How are we going to get 2,000 megabytes into the system? We don't even know what 2,000 megabytes are. The majority of the populace doesn't even understand what 2,000 megabytes is. It's basically 2 gigabytes of memory that have been uploaded into the system, in which we have to pay an increase in 2 gigabytes of memory. How's that going to be paid? Well, those of you that starting out on the top, you have to pay for. You're like, hey, yeah, we got to pay. And then it goes down the line, down to the bottom of the barrel, where you pay for like a little, measly little dagger knife in the game, where you get better. The coverings look more like they're blue than black. The new ones, those are cute. This is inside the third DLC, and what I'm talking about with the third DLC is going to be awesome. We're going to be getting into the housing development of Sky Oblivion here soon. Right now, this is just the news section, and I have to explain how we have no idea when information is uploaded, such as 2,000 megabytes. How is that going to actually compute in people's brains that the system is working if we have 2,000 megabytes being uploaded into the system? You kind of understand from the recent past, user who had over 70,000 megabytes that was being downloaded onto the computer. What's happening? This is the direct relation of what I'm talking about with the 70,000 megabytes that was being downloaded. This is the same issue that is going on with 2,000 megabytes that has been uploaded today. So I have to explain that's a direct relation to where it gets a lot more memory intense. And I don't know why these things are being increased. It does not bother me that these things are increased, but it bothers me when these things are not paid back to me and to where the system cannot grow. So there's no problem with 2 gigabytes being increased, but there's a problem if the things are not paid. That's the basic concern, like with users who are inputting these things, but they're not paying. When somebody says, "Hey, that actually needs to be paid," that should be paid. So just word of the morning, you've got to pay. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news to somebody. Like, I don't want the company having me to come in and bark at somebody in real life, face to face. Dude, that's like a serious mess up. Don't get them don't get them mean, or don't get me mean, because we mean that we mean that we need to grow. It's such a cute picture of a guard. It's almost like a Dark Brotherhood guard in pink. So going further on here, since explained that the current thing that has just been uploaded, not for sure the upload has gone through, but the connection was very fuzzy when the actual connection latched on. So what has to happen is we need to get these things paid. Come on, let's get this done. Get this done and over with, and then we can move forward. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to go over the system's going slow, so here we go. So so there might be a quick sound you guys might hear really quick. Hold on here. Okay, so I'm gonna go right over here into the Sky Bolivian beta to show you guys what's going on with the current developments here for the housing. And hey, those of you guys that are on Xbox, just by you guys logging into the channel and getting prepared here later on, when you do log in later on, whether you log in here in the next second or later on here today, this is what you should be receiving in Xbox is a re-specification scroll. What does that do? I don't know yet because I've never seen the re-specification scroll. Pretty sweet stuff, huh? So make sure you log in, and when I log into the game later on, this is what I'm going to actually be looking for is the re-specification scroll being able to work in the system. And so right over here in the Sky Oblivion beta system here, showing about this game, it shows Sky Oblivion is an award-winning game, blah, blah, blah. The game is a masterpiece of Elder Scrolls game series that embarks the player in a journey that leads to blah, 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 blah. Tells you a bunch of information about the first DLC, second DLC, and third DLC. There's a storyline, and the storyline is coming in for the housing, which has just come in here last night. This was a really good thing. Have you ever seen the quest, The Blood of Old Cart? It's a great storyline, as you might enjoy that quest. That's a big quest inside of the game. You'll absolutely love that when you get involved with that. But the housing, this is the current stuff. And those of you that like to play around with the houses, like the houses in Elder Scrolls Online, the houses are like doll houses. They're so fun to play with. Instead of thinking of playing with your Transformer or your Barbie, you can play with your Sky Oblivion house. That's an awesome thing. And you say, when somebody asks you, where did you hear that? I heard that in ESO news. So the housing in Sky Oblivion is a massive collection of houses that are in different styles depending upon your taste in home dwelling and buying in the game. The main 3 houses are just in development, so please don't get excited right away. The housing list is below for the purpose of you guys getting used to what you will want to buy, at least in the game, as these 3 houses are the fundamental building blocks of the game. The complete set of houses have not yet been bought, so this will not be presented yet, as this is a great warm-up preparing for the full version of the game. The housing list is in order from the first DLC to the third DLC as a template for the player to be able to go into remote locations, so the player would not be able to in other circumstances. You kind of see what I'm talking about in there? The 3 houses are seen as the forefront in getting the game more noticed for the later development of bridging Skyrim into Cyrodiil and completing the game of Sky Oblivion. So what I'm talking about with you guys buying a house, that's super fun. I'm not sure what I'm saying on all of these things, but I know it's important, and hopefully you guys are loving all of this information that you guys are receiving. I'm not going to be able to go in really quick to the different houses, as you can't just go into all sorts of different houses right away. The actual paid house in the game currently is Proudshire Manor, and you guys are going to absolutely love that house if you are a first DLC player in the game of Sky Oblivion. Proudshire Manor is situated in the place called Solitude. Everyone kind of knows where Solitude is. And a couple of other houses in the game. This is going to be very interesting. I'm kind of getting tired right now. I'm not knowing what I'm saying, but this will give you guys an idea here for the for the building blocks of the game here in the news section, to where you guys can understand the game a little bit more, as you'll absolutely love buying these houses later on. I'm gonna start buying the next two houses here very shortly, and so going in further of what I was talking about, the 2,000 megabytes that has been uploaded today. What you guys are gonna have to do, you're not gonna want to pay for all of these houses right away. So what I'm talking about, if you pay this right away, that money might not come back to me right away. So what I'm talking about is just kind of put that on the back burner. If you see this and you understand this, don't buy right away, because you're going to want to buy later on. There's a lot of things to go over, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a quick break to where you guys can kind of get used to seeing what the three different houses are in the game, and to where you can concentrate here in the future on what houses you're going to actually buy. Preparing for the next chapter of Gold Road coming up, this is a perfect template for you guys to go over when you start gearing towards going to Gold Road. In the company always goes in sets of threes. And so what I'm talking about, having a set first house, a set second house, and a set third house going over into Gold Road, that's a perfect template to go by. I'm not going into Gold Road specifically, so I couldn't tell you guys what houses are going to be available in Gold Road. I'm sure there are going to be some pretty houses there in Gold Road, but this is the template here for Sky Oblivion, and so relating that for the next chapter, this is going to lead us into Sky Oblivion in the year of 2025. Right now, hopefully you are enjoying your drive, as I don't know how to speak sometimes. Hopefully you guys are having a good drive. I will be right back here very shortly. The system's kind of slow right now. Hopefully you're having a good drive. Bye. How do you like the pink aprons? I just had a really cute girl walk by the place here. That was really nice. Where we go? We got to get to the house. Got to get to the house. I'm ready. I'm ready. Okay. The Elder Scrolls theology lesson. So I got over here 3D can. Well, it's open. Do some prayers. How is that 3D can gonna get paid? This goes further into on the game here in Sky Oblivion on how Sky Oblivion is going to get paid. Don't know completely, but this is how it's going to be done. This is some really good stuff. As we're looking here in yes, we are looking in on what needs to be paid. I mean, think about it. Proudshire Manor as the first house. The second house, Domus Fraticus. The third house, Lynchel Grand Manor, is the house. So I'm going to look in on this is how this works. I'm going to write this down, Sky Oblivion. Proudshire Manor. This is exactly how this works. Domus Fraticus. I think of like a dormitory. When you think of like in higher education, Domus Fraticus. Are you part of the frat house? Well, you better be. Because this will help us to be able to live. That's why. So we have the three houses: Proudshire Manor, Domus Fraticus, and Lynchel Grand Manor as the three houses that are the three main houses among other houses that are available for you guys to buy. This is the template of what I'm explaining, how in the game of Sky Oblivion, how this will actually correlate into the complete game being bought. So what I'm going to do here is I'm explaining here on how this works, so we can get the game completely paid. Like what I was just explaining with the can of 3D. How does the can of 3D get paid? So what we're going to do here is we're going to go in back over into the colored apron of the third DLC. Okay, so we got this here. Let's see here. It's a little bit more. There we go. Okay, so no, just we'll forget this guy here. Oh, that's not. That's not. Is a eraser? Okay. So there we go. Okay. So there we go. Just forget about him for a while. Forget about the pink guard. Okay. Like a claw. Nice little pink butt. You're like, that's an Argonian. Argonian ghost. All right. So let's see here. What color do we have that is going to be a nice little color here for us? That will come out well. Aloe. That's a neutral color. Oh, there's another guard. Oh, can't forget about them. Can't forget about that guard. It's so funny. So we got the guard here of guy. What are you doing, stray dog? Sky Oblivion. So this is really how this is going to get paid. I'm just explaining this for you guys that are getting into Sky Oblivion. This is going to be absolutely a blessing to understand. We need the letters paid. See what I'm saying? We need these to be paid in order for this to work. We need every letter to be paid, such as the SKYBLIVION. Those are the letters that have to be paid. And so we're looking in at Proudshire. Let's see here. What about a light blue? Okay. Proudshire. Proudshire Manor. So this is humorous. Manor. Okay, so we have Domus. Domus Sporadicus. This has become understandable here in a little bit of what I'm doing. So bear with me on this the writing coming in. So concentrate on the word Sky Oblivion. Okay, so we have Lynchill. That's with an I, right? Lynchill. Like Winchell. Like Winchell. Winchell like Winchell's. Provincial Grand Manor. And it's like the Hangman, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully this is more understandable now. Okay, so we have the three houses words, and we're playing kind of like Hangman here in Elder Scrolls, where we understand how Sky Oblivion is going to be paid. So right over here we have a P. Is there a P in Sky Oblivion? No, there's not. Is there an R in Sky Oblivion? No, there's no. Is an O in Sky Oblivion? Yes, there is. So we have an O. See what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm just going to do that right there. We have the O. Now, do we have a U in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have a D in Sky Oblivion? No. There's a B, but there's no cigar. So the S, do we have an S? Yes, we have an S. I'll just do that right there. That sounds a little better. Not there we go. So we have the O. There we go. S, yes. Now, do we have an H in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an I in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. Just mark that down as the I. Do we have an R in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an E in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an M in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Close, but no cigar. Do we have an A in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an N in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have an O in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. Forgot about the O over and before, after R. So we have the O. Do we have an R in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. So as you can kind of see, Proudshire Manor is going to help us out kind of almost halfway, but we're not just there yet. So now we're going to go down to the second house of Domus Fraticus. Now, do we have a D in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an O in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have an M in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have a U in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an S in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have a P in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an H in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an R in Sky Oblivion? No. Do we have an A in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have a T in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an I in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. As you can see right here, the two eyes are starting to materialize within Sky Oblivion from the two first houses that's being presented. So do we have a C in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have a U in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an S in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. So what we have to do is we have to go over to the last housing being presented for Sky Oblivion as Linchel Grand Manor. Now I don't remember if Linchel had a Y or an I. That doesn't do us any good. If it doesn't say Y, that's not going to fly. So do we have an L in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have an I in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have an N in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have a C in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an H in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an A in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an L in Sky Oblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have a G in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an R in Sky Oblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an A in Skyblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an N in Skyblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have a D in Skyblivion? No, we don't. We have what? I'm losing track here of what's going on. Do we have a G in Skyblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an R in Skyblivion? No. Do we have an A in Skyblivion? No. Do we have an N in Skyblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have a D in Skyblivion? No, we don't. Do we have an M in Skyblivion? Close, but no cigar. Do we have an A in Skyblivion? No, we don't. And you can say it's like Skyblivion. Man, no. Do we have an N in Skyblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have an O in Skyblivion? Yes, we do. Do we have an R in Skyblivion? No, we don't. Okay, so that is showing here in regards to the I and the Y. That I don't know if Linchel Grand Manor does have a Y. I think it's an I that has Linchel, and so that leaves us further on to where we're going to have to learn what's going on inside of the game. So I'm going to look here really quick here on what this actually means inside here, what we're looking at. This is going really slow, and so I'm just bear with me on what I'm doing here. Okay, so Linchel has an I. That's good to know. So what right here, what I'm talking about with the lettering, this is going to make a lot more sense here really quick of what we have to come up with, of what we're going to have to buy. Okay. So that's good. That's good. So this is a really good thing. So what I'm seeing here of what we have to buy is the letters K, Y, and B. K, whatever you want to call it. It has to be a letter K, a letter Y, and a letter B, and the letter V. So we have to have 4 letters in which we're going to have these things paid. Now, the template for the 3 housings, this is a set thing. This is a really good thing for us to buy the complete set house sets. Not only that, we're going to want to buy a nice external set within the game. You see what I'm saying? We're going to want to buy like 4 external sets that will actually produce a positive effect on the game. So after we get these 3 houses paid, we're going to have to look at 4 sets that have one of these letters that I'm talking about, whether it be a K, a Y, a B, or a V. And so we have to look further in, and the perfect place looking in is over in ElderScrollsOnline.com, to where we find out the letterings to which will help us. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over here into ElderScrollsOnline.com, and I'm going to show kind of a suggestion of where we can find information where we can pay for the things that will help us. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the drawing off of the screen here, and I'm going to go into ElderScrollsOnline.com, and I'll show you where I'm talking about, where is a good suggested place of where we can buy a certain item. So going over here, this takes a lot of work. Okay, so I'm back over to Mount Buddy. Got Mount Buddy on. Mount Buddy's doing so well. Okay, so Mount Buddy's on there. That's a good thing. And what I'm talking about here for the four letters K, Y, B, and V, right over going down as you go over into where you see the daily login rewards. This is a perfect place for the presentation within you seeing within the Crown Store. Here over on the right hand side of getting a letter here in a place like let's see here we need a K, Y, B, or a V. Well, logger's not going to work. So see what I'm saying? If logger had one of the letters that were not presented in the three housing sets, logger would have worked. But what I'm talking about here in this right here, this would be a cute one. The snowcap fledgling griffin. How beautiful! What a beautiful bird. Related to hake. Now this will work. See what I'm saying? With the Y, the letter Y is in Skyblitty. And so what I'm talking about with the snowcap fledgling griffin, the letter Y is a correlation to the external payment that will be required to have the being fully functional. Do you kind of see what I'm saying? This will cover the letter Y for us in Skyblade to where the complete Vue version will be able to be fully functioning for us. And you kind of see what I'm saying with that? With the looking here on the right hand side of here in elderscrollsonline.com. This is a great thing. So what I'm going to do here is I'm gonna keep this on here with the with the old Griffin. I'm sure the old Griffin's going to have a nice pretty name that we're gonna like a nice little nickname of the snowcap fledgling griffin. This is some fun stuff. Uh, the snowcap, the snowcap looks like a bat. Really does. Anyways, hopefully you guys are enjoying your drive and have just learned a gob of information. As I'll explain this a little bit more. So just look over on the right hand side of what you see, where the places like the snowcap fledgling griffin. That's going to get the complete game paid. With that, I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your drive. Just got back here with the stray dog, chilling, thinking about like how the game is going to be able to grow, and what I'm explaining with the importance of you guys actually buying your own and not going into somebody else's account. It's just been heard that somebody was asking why they couldn't log into another person's account, or the reason of why you don't want to log into somebody else's account is because we can't play together then. That's the important thing to understand when you get into groups. You don't want to be in someone else's account. You're playing off of somebody else's account. It doesn't feel good. It does not feel kosher at all. If you go into a group in somebody else's account, that does not feel good, and that's not going to feel good to the other players that are playing with you if you are choosing to try to go into somebody else's account. So that in a nutshell, that's the purpose of us actually buying the different things in Sky Bolivian for the purpose of growing. That's going to be a great thing when this is understood a little bit further. This is going to go miles beyond miles to where the game is running very very solid. This is some awesome stuff. So I'm just thinking of like the snowcap fledgling griffin as one of the characters that can be bought in the game. That's an important thing. So when you think about buying the different characters in the game, if you are an ESO member or a non-ESO member, if you are a non-ESO member, you can buy the Snowcap Fledgling Griffin, for example, for 1,200 crowns. If you're an ESO member, it's going to cost you 960 crowns. That's an important thing to know. And going further into the theology and the mindset of actually buying things, you're going to want to be an ESO member because that's going to get you further in life. So if you're just thinking of being a non-ESO member, you're going to actually be spending more money. So it's kind of just the point of you becoming an ESO member in the console that you play on, whether it's over an Xbox, PlayStation, or Steam. Those are the three main consoles, and after that, there's pretty much no other console other than an Xbox, PlayStation, or a Steam. So if you had questions, if there was other consoles within ESO, those are the only three that are available. So I can't answer any more questions. If there's a question about there's another console in ESO, I cannot explain further. So we have also come up here on the right hand side as this is the end things that have to be bought. That's no joke, because what you can do if you have other character sets where you're going down to the last thing that you have to buy, and you have everything else bought and you couldn't find anything else, you can buy the Hare and Fox bundle. That'll help you out with getting the O in Sky Oblivion. Now Fox is cute. However, that Hare, that looks like a vampire rabbit. The hair looks like a vampire rabbit. It's like the Sky Oblivion hair. Yeah, like that's a vampire rabbit. Yeah, that's a death rabbit. that is that is a cute little bunny. So, anyways, going further on to what we can get, we need the K, B, or the V. What about the bunny? The hair? That's not a relation to bunny. Hair is hair. A hair is related to a bunny. However, in that context, the hair won't pay for the bunny. You get what I'm saying? The hair won't pay for the bunny. The fox ain't even gonna pay for the bunny. The fox is like, you got to be the hair that you're supposed to be. I'm looking right at you. I'm looking right. I'm looking right at you, hair, and you gotta pay. You gotta pay 2,000 crowns just like I do. The fox is looking at the hair like, dumbass, you gotta pay just like the rest of us. That's why the fox gets mad. Fox is like looking stupid, like, what the heck is that hair doing? Like, the hair is the hair that looks to not pay. The fox looks at the hair like that hair. I'm gonna get that hair one day, and I'm gonna take that hair out. You think about like foxes and hares, how foxes work. Foxes are looking to get rid of the hairs. Like, I don't like you, hair. Like, you're not hanging out with me. The fox will have a stupid look on his face, and rightfully so. That fox will be looking at that hair like, you are not a cute bunny. You're not hanging out with the pack. In order to be part of the bundle, you gotta pay just like the rest of us. Don't be a dumbass bunny. Forget the hair. That is a cute hair. That is a cute hair. It ain't cute when you don't pay. So we got KBV. Don't you see it? Don't you see how they're like, I'm a bunny. I got some hair. Bunny, you ain't growing no hair if you ain't pay. So we got K, B, B, K, B, V. So the furnishing pack, Deep Mire Expedition, that won't work for the second to last thing here. We have the ink for Ursoc. That's considered free. However, when it comes down to like fully paying the full version, the ink for Ursoc will not pay for the full game. You see what I'm saying? You can claim the ink for Ursoc. However, that's not going to help out with paying. As cute as the old bear looks, not gonna be able to pay for those letters. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so doesn't look like. So we'll have to go a little bit further up, further into what looks like we're gonna have to, so to speak, cut some more wood to get the letters for K, B, and V. So we can go up into further into, say, the home section. And let's see if there's something on the right here from just pressing the latest news. I'm gonna look into the anniversary when it's March, I think. I would love to go to the sugar factory. Keep on explaining. I'd like to go. I don't know if I have the money, but I'd be able to go. So there we go. Yes. So the last chance, get your tickets for the 10th anniversary celebration event now. The tickets are almost gone. There's still time. So in case you missed the big news, we're kicking off ESO's 10-year celebration with a huge in-person event hosted at the Sugar Factory outside Amsterdam, Netherlands, from April 5th to the 6th here in this year. So if you would like to join us, don't worry, you can still grab tickets from now until March 12th. It says here that's only a week away, so don't wait. What is today? This is March what? March 11th. So those of you guys over in Europe, the assumption is that you'll have till March 13th. See what I'm saying? Over here, this is in what's part of the NA server. And so what I'm talking about with you giving you guys an extra day, this makes a little bit more sense on communicating that this is coming over from communication from the United States. So what I'm talking about over here that we have till March 12th. Those of you guys over in places over in Europe, you guys have till March 13th to grab a ticket. So that's an important thing to know. What I'm doing here is explaining what we're going to want to buy over in for Sky Oblivion. The Golden Honor Pet. Okay. For the K, B, or B. Will the Eternity Tunic with Pants do it? No, the Eternity Tunic with Pants won't do it. Even though it's free. But would the Eternity Tunic with Pants do the trick? It's like the tunic is going to do you some good. Like, what is that tunic going to do me to get some good? I can't even pay for something. Well, that's your first introduction in getting some help. The Eternity Tunic with Pants. So that's moving forward here in with the Fog Break Lighthouse. KBB. KBV. Fog Break Lighthouse. This is another looks like a housing development. Let's see here. Fog Break Light. Now, is this in the Sky Bolivian territory? That's a good question. When you're looking at buying something, and if you're buying outside of a territory, that might do no good. Just kind of like I'm talking about how if you miss out on getting a ticket, you're not going to be able to get a ticket after March. You see what I'm saying? So going further on, the lighthouse. How would you like to have a lighthouse? Well, this is pretty sweet. Unfurnished, you can get it for 11,000 crowns, whereas furnished, you can get it for 13,750 crowns. This does cost money, and yes, this does mean money. The cozy life of a lighthouse keeper awaits any who claim Fog Break as a home. You can claim Fog Break as a home, but are you really an owner? That's something to think about. Where is Where's the fog break? Where's the fog break lighthouse? So it says here, this welcoming lighthouse includes a large undercroft, stunning views of the sea, a beacon to help ships navigate dangerous waters, and and plenty of outdoor space to savor. Okay, so is fog break? Is this part of like High Isle, or where in where in Sky Oblivion would fog break be? Because it's more like this is in High Isle, or possibly this is in Necrom, or is this in Goldroom? Very interesting. Very, 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 very interesting. So the last house that was being presented is Lynchel Grand Manor. Is Fog Break Lighthouse in the territory where Lynchel Grand Manor is? Very, very interesting. So those of you guys that are in the third DLC, you're gonna be good to go if you pay for Lynchel Grand Manor, but it's gonna not do justice just yet until we get further into the game. You see what I'm saying? We can all celebrate, yeah, when we get Lynchel Grand Manor. Even after the third DLC is out of season, we can still cheer on and we can celebrate when you guys pay for Lynchel Grand Manor. Lynchel Grand Manor is not part of the next chapter. It's the next chapter after the next chapter. So where's Fog Break? I'm not gonna look for where Fog Break is because that will do us no good. If I explain where the territory and where Fog Break is, if you haven't bought Fog Break before, well, that's gonna do you no good just by looking in. Hey, that looks pretty cool. Did you buy Frog Break? No, but it looks cool. That's doing no good. So what you're gonna have to do? This does not look like this is over near Lynchel Grand Manor. However, that possibly is. I'm not like it. Fog Break Light House is up. Dun, 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 dun. Says here that Fog Break Lighthouse is part of High Isle, but also it's saying that Scribes of Fate. Again, okay, so there's some differing information here for Fog Break Lighthouse. It says here that it's between High Isle and Galen. those of you guys either in High Isle or Necrom, that's going to be a fun if you are a High Isle or Necrom player. Let's see here. What? Okay. So that's enough of Fog Break. That looks like a good. That looks like a fun place. Like having Fog Break as a setting in the game. That looks super. I like looking at all the different things in the game. After Fog Break Lighthouse, they would do us justice with this being getting the game ready for Sky Oblivion. Do us justice by buying Fog Break Lighthouse because it's in a different territory in Tamriel. So right over here, does one of the looks like either a companion or a kind of a guard type of character inside of a setting. Stefan Menard, KBV. And Stefan's not going to be able to do it. Won't be able to be there with us. Now, do we have Starter Pack Adept? KBV. Nah, starter pack won't do it. However, starter pack is looking pretty good. Starter pack is like, I got it going. I don't know if that's going to explode or not. So going to go further down to over in the Summit Lords Silken Robes. Those look really sweet. And so those are being given away as some free items within the game. What I have to explain to you guys that are looking to get certain types of items in the game, you want to be kind of careful when you do get those items, because you might not have enough memory later on in your console. And so I'm just explaining now. Just be careful if you do get some of these free things, because that will kind of add extra memory on your device. And when you think later on, if you don't understand that you might not want to get something, if you just like claiming everything, you're not going to be able to claim everything, because that will hog up all of your memory inside of your computerized device console. So going further on, looks like the Snowcap Fledgling Griffin is the forefront to getting the game playing a little bit further. Snowcap Fledgling Griffin. A good looking bird. So does the creature Mount Buddy. Mount Buddy. Are you going to go to Whitefall Mountain? I like going to Whitefall Mountain. Hopefully you do too. With that, I'm going to take a quick break. Hopefully you're enjoying your drive. I will be right back. Be right back. Be right back. Hope you've had a good drive. As this is the ending of the segment for ESO News. Hope you guys have had a good drive and learned all that you're going to need to learn for here in the future of Elder Scrolls and whichever game series you're playing. This is a lot of information to take in. Hopefully, you guys are learning a lot and being conscientious on what you actually do inside of the game. Playing the game is a bunch of life lessons. And when you learn those life lessons, you learn what needs to be done and what different scenarios that might be in your real life. That's what kind of Elder Scrolls is about, is learning and being able to discern on what you're supposed to do. And doing the right thing, that's going to get you further on in life. And so with that, hopefully you guys will join up here later on and start chatting in the different channels that are available in the programming. Hopefully you guys have had a good drive and you'll join up later on here at 7 o'clock during game night. Hopefully you're going to have a good rest of the day. Hope you have a good one.